Hi everybody and welcome to another episode of Classic Gamer 74. I'm your host Anthony Gamer and I am Red the Fox. And today we're going to have a walkthrough of the Atari 2600 game Riddle of the Sphinx. I think that many of you will agree that in regards to a lot of the Atari 2600 games, you really didn't need the instruction manual that much. Oh no, for some of the early games and then some of the later ones, you could pretty much figure the thing out without having to read a thick instruction manual. Right. For instance, Space Invaders, you just kind of shoot. Combat, you shoot. Pac-Man, you go around the maze. Yeah. And River Raid, you shoot. Right. And you pick up tankers of gasoline. Yep. Or fuel. You made that mistake before. Right. Of course I did. However, there were a few exceptions of games that went on a deeper level in which the instruction manual was necessary. Some examples of games that you needed the instruction manual in order to play would be Raiders of the Lost Ark. Oh yeah, remember when you did that one episode there where you had to show people to walk through? Right. Now this game is quite similar to that in that you actually use both joysticks, very similarly to how you played Raiders of the Lost Ark. What were some other games there that you really needed to use the instructions on? Well, for instance, basic programming and Imagic card. Oh yeah, I'll be honest with you. What's that? I'd really like to see someone complete that game with the instruction manual. Well, that's got a point there. I mean, I pretty much figured out basic programming, but I'm nowhere near close to figuring out Magic card. Oh yeah, and they wonder why that game's rare. I'll tell you another good one that you really need to use the instruction manual, and that's Master Builder. Because when you get into the higher levels, or actually any level, you got to look in there and see, what you were supposed to build. Well, yeah, there's like no way you could figure that out without the manual on that one there. I tell you what. I truly believe one of the reasons that Riddle of the Sphinx got kind of a low rating, if you go to Atari Age or other places, you kind of see that it doesn't have the best rating. My honest opinion is because some people couldn't figure the game out. Oh yeah, now, but think of it this way. If you didn't buy the game new, how did you get it? Well, you probably bought it at a garage sale or a yard sale. True. And how many times have you bought a game at a garage sale or yard sale and it came with the instructions? Never. Okay then. So, no instruction, you don't know what the heck you're doing with that game. That's true. That's exactly the point I was going to make. Okay, so with all that in mind, Red and I are going to show you how to beat Riddle of the Sphinx. We're going to have the instructions here. We're going to go through the game with you and show you a couple tips and tricks that can help you to maximize your score. Are you ready? Oh yeah, and don't forget, we're going to have some of that cool Egyptian music playing in the background too. Yep, we sure are. Okay, so you ready for the full experience of Riddle of the Sphinx? I am. Well, here we go then.
Okay, travel back to ancient Egypt. Pharaoh's kingdom languishes under a vile curse. His son, Egypt's heir, travels across the Valley of the Kings. To lift the curse, he must reach the Temple of Ra with priceless treasures. He must solve the riddle of the Sphinx. He barters with nomad traders. Some give him gifts and artifacts useful to him on his journey, some steal. Armed only with a sling and rocks, the son of Egypt combats marauding thieves and deadly scorpions. His trials earn him inner strength. Oases refresh his thirst. Time heals his wounds. Approaching sacred monuments, the pyramids, the temples of Isis and Anubis, the inscrutable Sphinx, Pharaoh's prince seeks to make the correct offering. If he fails to do so, he may not be able to move further or receive priceless objects in exchange. If he pleases the gods, his inner strength points grow greater and his store of treasures increases. He advances toward the Temple of Ra, source of light and hope. Once there, he hopes to possess the treasures that will open the temple to him, liberating Egypt of Anubis's fierce curse. These things weigh on the young prince. He reviews his purpose, to lift the curse and prove himself a worthy successor to Pharaoh. He must gain as many inner strength points as possible, complete his quest as rapidly as he can, collect all the treasures he can find, reach the temple of Ra. The son of Pharaoh girds his loins. He prepares to confront his fate on the timeless sands that are Egypt. Alright, on this screen you see some of the people that you will deal with on the way. You have thieves. Now be careful about them. They throw rocks at you, and if you were able to hit them, you actually gain inner strength points. Now if they hit you, you will lose inner strength points. Then you have the scorpions. They do the same thing. Be careful about hitting them. If they hit you, you lose 20 inner strength points, and you gain 2 wounds. Now the nomad traders, you see those guys, they give or steal objects useful to you. You barter with them when your possessions are few, and you got to be a little careful with these guys. Honestly, the best thing to do with them is just try to deal with them. Unless you have some really valuable objects, then it's kind of best to avoid them. However, do not shoot them because you will lose 80 inner strength points. Okay, now the next thing we will talk about is the desert deities. The prince also meets or avoids 2 desert deities. Isis, goddess of fertility and motherhood, seeks to confront the prince by quenching his thirst and healing his wounds. She sometimes bestows precious treasures on the young son of Pharaoh. To meet Isis, the prince approaches from below, kisses her feet to show his grateful respect. When he succeeds in pleasing Isis, and this is not always the case, keep that in mind, a bell sounds. The prince's wounds are healed, his thirst quenched. When he pleases her and he is not wounded or thirsty, she might then bequeath him a gift. Okay then, let's talk about the treasures you got. Oh, and one thing they forgot to mention in the book there, if you see Anubis, you don't huck rocks at him either. You just try to avoid him because he drains your energy. Some of the treasures you got there, you got the Disc of Ra. Heals wounds when used and is not consumed. It can be stolen though. The Goblet quenches thirst. Though it cannot be consumed, it can be stolen. The Necklace shields prince from rocks and scorpions. It cannot be consumed, but it can be stolen. And the Scepter acts as a chariot in speeding Pharaoh's prince on his way. With it, neither thirst nor wounds can slow the son of Egypt. He can hold the scepter indefinitely, unless it's stolen. And let's look at the mysterious treasures and artifacts. Okay? Now these ones are not easy to get. You kind of gotta pick them up certain places by doing some exchanges and things like that. You got the scroll, the crown, the ankh, the key, and the 3 tablets. Alright, now this part is very important because this is a part that a lot of people don't realize if you don't have the book. How to use objects, treasures, and artifacts. The prince's use of his newfound possessions is controlled with the right joystick. Treasures, objects, and artifacts come to appear in 2 rows across the bottom of the screen. A black box also appears. Before a treasure, object, or artifact can be used, the black box must cover it. The right joystick controls the movement of the black box. To move the black box right, lean joystick right. To move the black box left, lean joystick left. Stop leaning on joystick when the black box comes to rest over the object you wish to use. Objects are only in use as long as the black box covers them. Okay, now here are some items that respond to the black box. You have the shield, it protects the prince from a thief's rocks, and then after absorbing the hits, it disappears. The staff, which is probably one of the single most important objects in the game. You'll find out why. The jug, it quenches thirst. Same thing, you press the button and it refreshes you. The Tanis leaf, this heals all wounds, no matter how serious. And the spade, now this one is important. A lot of people miss this one. The spade allows Pharaoh's son to search for treasures as he travels. As a result, it operates differently. The prince digs in the desert with the spade. He tries to find objects and treasures that will speed him on his journey. It kind of looks like an upside down cross. Often he must dig long and far. To use spade, cover spade with black box. Press and hold button on the right joystick to use spade. Prince may move while digging. To move and dig, lean on the left joystick while pressing the right joystick button. When he finds an object or treasure, the spade disappears and is replaced by the newly discovered item. Pharaoh's prince must practice caution, for while he digs, he is vulnerable to attack. And yes, in order to get the best score on this game, you have to use the spade. Thanks, Red. Now, here are the different types of temples and monuments that you're going to encounter. Now, in order to please these and to be able to move on and get other treasures, you must present an appropriate gift to each of these places. Now, to let you know exactly what to do, as we approach the monuments on the game, we are going to give you the hints that are given to you on this page. So, you ready to get started, Red? Oh, you know it. All right, let's start the game. Okay, so let's get started there. First thing you gotta remember... Oh, there's Isis. Yep, look at that. She gave you the unk. Look out for them thieves. First thing you gotta remember is to go backwards. I know it sounds kind of strange. Oh, there we go. We got the spade. You gotta go backwards in this first part. Now, there is an oasis. See it there? You go up to it and it helps you. Now, the reason you gotta go backwards is for two things. One, you get the spade, and you get the staff. The staff is very important. Now look out for Anubis. Just keep shooting the rocks and keep moving forward. Now you'll notice sometimes that you slow down a little bit. Now again, that's because of the sun and because of time just moving along. Okay, now we're going to use the spade. Digging around. And there we go. Look at that. Now, like I said, sometimes you got to be careful when you get them really good prizes. And then we got the Tana sleeve. Boy, we're doing pretty good here, ain't we? Yep, we sure are. Now remember, sometimes when you get them nice prizes, you got to be a little careful and watch out for them traders. Okay, let's dig a little bit more. Digging a little bit more in the dirt there. Digging some more. I hate that when you're trying to dig and they come and want to bug you. Okay. Okay. Ooh, we found a crown. Nice. Okay, now we're moving along there. Alright, and there we have our first object. Okay, now the book says, rare gifts await he who unlocks the age-old mystery of the pyramids. Okay. Unlocks. Now, what's something that we can get that unlocks? The key. Well, we don't have it yet. Nope, we sure don't. We gotta find it. We got all them other fun things. Now, we just gotta find the key. You can always go back. That's a good thing. But remember, be careful and look out for them thieves and stuff. And don't huck rocks at the wrong guy. Even though you want to with them traders, it's best not to lose some points. Okay, now there's the Firebird thingy. The Phoenix, excuse me. And it says, the Firebird, newly risen from its ancient ashes, can provide you with the key to the riddle you seek to solve. You will know what gift to offer if you unroll and read the writing on your heart. And there we got it. We gave him... What was that thing we just gave the guy? That was the scroll. Oh, yeah. So we gave the scroll and we got the key. And then Isis just gave us the necklace. So we got the key. So let's head back to the pyramid there and present it to the pyramid. Present the key to the pyramid. Okay, using the objects there to give us some strength. Alright, we're moving backwards there. Oh, there's the oasis. Now for them thieves again. And it's hard going back sometimes because you accidentally run into the thieves. Oh, there we go. Put it on the key. And we did it. We got one of the tablets, right? Yep, we got one of the 3 tablets. Alright, so we can keep moving forward there. Well, there's Isis again. And there's Anubis. Watch out for that guy. Alright. Sometimes it's a good idea to just avoid them guys if you can, instead of spending the time hucking rocks at them. Sometimes it's just a good idea to try to avoid them. If you can, that is. There sure are a lot of thieves in the desert. I tell you, I don't ever plan on going to the deserts in Egypt because I'm afraid of getting robbed. Okay, and then now we've already spoke to the Phoenix, so let's keep going there. And there we got the traders. We're just kind of avoiding them because we got a lot of good treasures. And there's Isis again. And she gave us the cup. Okay then, so another oasis. And there's Anubis again. Watch out for that guy. You want to huck rocks at him, but you can't because he's a god. Even though he's kind of a jerk. Yeah, he sure is. Okay, now we got our next temple. Alright, this is a temple of Isis. The book says, Gentle Isis, goddess of all that is good. Her temple in the desert is as precious as a jewel in the Egypt's crown. Offer her a gift worthy of an empress. So what do you got that's for an empress? I have... Uh-oh. What? What's uh-oh? I lost it. You lost what? The crown. Ah, poopy. How did you lose that? I think it got stolen. When did that happen? I don't know. It just kind of happened kind of fast. So now we have to go get another crown. Ah, darn it. And remember, you got to get blessings at each of the monuments or you're not going to finish the game. Oh, I tell you, you take a lot of hits on this game. There's sure are a lot of them thieves in the desert. Okay, now we are back to the pyramids. Now what do we do? The key. And there we got something. What did we get? We got a shield. Okay, good. Sometimes I forget to use those objects. I'm just trying to get through this and I kind of slips my mind. Oh, that was good. Don't shoot him. Well, there's Isis again. Yep, there she gave you something there. It's a shield. Okay. That's not the shield. You already got the shield. Oh, yeah, that's the Disc of Ra. Okay. We gotta get that there thing. What's that? You know, we gotta get that thing we're looking for there. The crown. Oh, we'll find it. Okay, next we got the Temple of Anubis. Death, temple like a tomb, vaulted home of death. You will have found its key in the circle that does not end, the sign of life's eternal rebirth. And that is the Ankh. Right. Good job there. Moving right along there. Okay. Put it on that disc again. Alright, there we got them again. Put the key for the pyramid. And you got another scroll. Yep. Good. Alright, there's another oasis. Yeah, don't avoid those ones. Did you see that one on the side a while back that kind of looked like an oasis, but it wasn't? Yeah. Can't tell you how many times I've tried to touch that and then nothing happens, and I realize it's just two trees that are close together. Alright, now we got the Sphinx. The Sphinx says, Inscrutable marvel, find the offering it seeks and you will have solved its riddle. A bird can fly over, a scarab crawl past, or a lion stalked by a son of Egypt. Turn to Thessal is written on stone. So you probably got to give him one of the tablets. Okay, come on, find it. And you did it. Good job. Good job there. Oh, come on, take it easy with the rocks. Okay, we just keep moving along. Now, we're not going to get the best score possible because we got the... oh, there's the Temple of Ra. Now, it says, upon reaching Ra, son of Pharaoh... Okay, hold on a second. Okay, one quick thing. We're not going to be able to get the best score that we could possibly get because we lost the crown for Isis. So, main thing there is keep an eye on your stuff and don't let yourself get robbed. Upon reaching the Temple of Ra, son of Pharaoh offers all his treasures. Ra sometimes accepts willingly. He rewards the prince with a great store of inner strength. Often, though, Ra insists on an offering before consenting to accepting the prince's treasures. His quest remains unfinished. All Egypt remains accursed. The prince loses inner strength points should he offer the wrong object. The prince examines all his possessions for the correct offering. He searches tirelessly in pursuit of this simple object. What is it? Where can it lie hidden? Son of Pharaoh thirsts for the answer to his quandary. The Pharaoh's astrologer has written, Ra has all. What need has Ra of wealth? Offer instead that which stands yet cannot stand. That which journeys far yet has no legs. That companion you rely and lean upon, yet never think to call friend. And what do you think that's going to be? Oh, I think it's a staff. Oh, you're exactly right. See, that's why you gotta go back at the beginning of the game, because there's no other place to find a staff except in that oasis. So let's try it out. Okay then. Yep. Dang, that jerk is... Oh, I can't... We're almost finished. Now stop hucking rocks at me. Okay, let's go. Hold on the staff. Alright then. Great job. We did it. Yeah, we didn't get the best score we could have because of losing the crown, but like I said, that's how you get the best score on this game. So keep an eye on your stuff and don't let anyone rob you, because to get the best score, you have to give all objects to the monuments.
If you really enjoyed this game, and I'm sure several of you do now that you kind of know how to play it, you probably really would enjoy Raiders of the Lost Ark. And I had a previous episode where I showed you how to get through that, and also how to do the extra special things so you could get to see the Yar. Another game that you might enjoy too is Quest for Quintana Roo, in which you do utilize quite a bit of the whole console. So please check those games out, and the links to my episodes about those are in the description below. Well, that brings us to the end of another exciting episode of Classic Gamer 74. I really hope you all enjoyed it. We sure enjoyed playing the game and showing you how to do it. Oh, we sure did. And if you did like this episode, you know what to do. Smash that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and don't forget to click that little bell icon down there so you'll be notified when we upload new episodes.
In our next episode, we are going to do another AVP, Arcade versus Port, where we compare an arcade to its many ports. And this game, Frogger, has quite a few ports. How many? Well, you'll have to wait till the next episode and find out.
If you enjoyed this walkthrough, let us know about it in the comment section below. If you'd like us to make more of some games that you've been having some trouble with, let us know. We'd be glad to do walkthrough for you. Yeah, and on a personal note, if any of you guys have ever beat the game Kabuki, it's okay, Kabuki Quantum Fighter, let us know how to do it, because Anthony's been trying to play that game for 20 years and never did beat it. Yeah, he's got a point there. Well, anyway, please help him out, because he's been trying for... Until next time, I'm Anthony Gamer, and I'm Red the Fox. You know it's true. Whatever. And we will see each and every one of you in our next episode. Till then, have yourselves a great day. Goodbye. Goodbye, everyone.